Cancer is rising, if we want to talk about
Is
that.
it? Let's get into it.
Yeah, it's rising.
It's an article in the U.S. News, usnews.com by Stephen Ross Johnson. The American Cancer Society's latest statistical report was released on Wednesday. It says the United States is expected to top more than 2 million new cancer diagnoses for the first time in 2024. So the American Cancer Society, they make annual projections based on all their data, blah, 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 as to how many people in the United States will get cancer every year and how many people will die. And they're estimating more than 2 million will get, they say 2,001,140 new cancer cases are expected in 2024 and 611,720 cancer deaths will occur. And these are obviously estimates, projections, but that
Could you
would
imagine the GoFundMe if one of us got cancer? Kind of sweet.
That would break my heart to die of cancer and also hit $3,000 on a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Just not even enough to cover anything. Oh great, I get to learn everybody hates me I'm dying.
I think you would.
Yeah,
do
it's like
okay.
checking likes. You're like, that person didn't donate. Not
I
even
think you would get
25.
at least 30 grand on a GoFundMe. On a cancer
probably
GoFundMe.
if I had cancer.
Yeah.
I should just lie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would donate.
Just quit my job.
Yeah, I would donate at least 50 or 60 bucks.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's but it's interesting because it's again, the United States has never had 2 million cancer diagnoses, and so this would be a record, assuming we do hit it.
Oh, at one time
per year. So this
It's like
is
2 million extra than usual. Isn't that the idea?
no, 2 million total. This would be an all-time, and it's okay, yes, the population's increasing, diagnosis is up, or screening is up, so they can detect it earlier. So they say that explains some of the cancer.
What if cancer was caused by podcasts? What would you do? Would you suppress the information?
I'd be like someone who started smoking in the 70s.
Oh, no.
I'm not quitting. Man.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Yeah, it was
We have to testify before Congress. We're like, there is no evidence that the Out for Smokes podcast causes cancer.
Yeah.
There's
Big
a bunch of people
podcast.
protesting. There's a bunch of bald, single 31-year-olds protesting outside, being like, they gave me cancer.
Yeah, Mike finds out podcasting causes cancer, and he's like Roger Goodell with CT in the NFL. He just doesn't tell me and Scott.
Yeah.
Just no, it's fine.
Hey, guys, I can't make the show today. I'm sick. And for the rest of the month. I'm going to take the month off. I'm depressed.
But yeah, so the cancer mortality rate, according to their report, the cancer mortality rate in the United States fell by 33% from 1991 to 2021. And the researchers attribute this to improvement in disease management detection, along with reductions in smoking. However, so it's kind of interesting where it's the cancer mortality rate has fallen by 33%. However, we're seeing these rises, and it's most disturbing and unexplainable is we're seeing this rise in the youngest cohort because they divide it into elderly, middle-aged, and young people. And for some reason, young people are the only ones who are seeing this cancer rise, yeah. And so I'll just go through a couple things.
What are young people into? It's
Getting the
getting the report notes incidence for female breast cancer has risen about 0.6% per year since the mid-2000s. Prostate cancer incidence increased by about 3% per year after experiencing a nearly 40% drop from 2007 to 2014. So since 2014, for some reason, prostate cancer has been going up 3% a year. Increases in endometrial and pancreatic cancers, among others, have also raised concerns.
It's going to suck if it comes from eating pussy and all the boomers are like, I told you guys.
Oh, no, it actually does come from eating. That's a real fact.
Yeah.
Right?
I maybe, I don't know.
Oh, remember we all made fun of him for saying that, but it's real.
Made fun of who?
Is it Kirk Douglas? Who?
Oh, Michael
Douglas?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, my doctor said it was from eating pussy.
He's like, I tried to warn you people.
Yeah, you can get a type of mouth cancer from eating certain types of pussies.
I think RFK Jr. at one point said his fucked up voice is because of that. I had a tweet. It was like RFK Jr. should do one of those anti-smoking ads, but it's an anti-eating pussy ad. He just has his fucked up voice. I never thought I would talk like this.
You probably get cancer from
I
sucking
love
dick
to eat
too,
pussy.
but they're hiding the information from. You also get cancer from.
Oh, right. They're really suppressing that.
Yes, they're suppressing it. Yeah, cancer from everything.
You're trying to watch a Yankee game and it's like, I love performing oral sex, but now
I can't. I have to eat pussy with my throat somehow.
Yeah, what was that campaign of commercials?
It was like, yeah.
Just like a bunch of people laying in like a subway station. It's like 200 people die from eating pussy every day.
Yeah, but it was like an anti-smoking ad.
Yeah.
And people with like the voice
It'd be
box.
so cool if Trump becomes president again and then he has the government spend money to do an anti-eating pussy ad campaign. Just to make women miserable.
Yeah.
They're more mad about that than the abortion stuff.
Folks, a lot of great men are dying, preventable deaths, because they're trying to be selfless. They're trying to help their partners. But look, they have vibrators now. They don't need you to eat their pussies.
It's totally unnecessary to eat pussy, folks.
You're just showing off, really. You're making it a lot harder for the rest of us if you eat pussy. And it's killing you.
The radical women are demanding too much of you. And then women find a way to be like, that's right, President Trump. I didn't want to eat my pussy.
Women for
They
Trump.
just go along with whatever. My grandmother's like, eating pussy's bad.
You know, I always
Grandma.
thought it was kind of gay. When your grandfather ate my pussy, I lost respect for him as a man.
Grandma, it's Easter.
Yeah, the proportion of new diagnoses occurring in people between the ages of 50 and 64 years old increased from 25% in 1995 to 30% in 2019 to 20, while the proportion among those 65 and older fell from 61 to 58. The quote, the shift toward more middle-aged patients likely in part reflects steep decreases in incidence of prostate and smoking-related cancers among older men, an increase in cancer risk in people born since the 50s associated with changing patterns in known exposures such as higher obesity, quote, as well as others yet to be elucidated. Other factors yet to be elucidated, which is like code word for the
Yeah, vaping, cell phone usage. I have a question about because I would love to blame the on stuff. Yeah, that's
Right.
fun. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust the government, and I think they pushed it out too quick. Just like right. But also, can't you just say we all got COVID as well and could have weakened our immune systems?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, like my honest opinion is I think RFK Jr. is right about most of this chronic disease stuff. And I think he's probably right about the too. But actually, if you listen to him, he doesn't just blame the vaccines. He talks about pesticides and, chemicals and additives to the food. There's various causes that it could be since the 1980s, but the United States has seen an incredible increase in chronic disease since the 1980s. We went from something like 13-ish% in the 1980s of U.S. adults have at least one chronic disease to today 60% of U.S. adults have at least one chronic disease. So it's like I actually wish I could vote for RFK Jr., but unfortunately he's has a sex tape in the Mossad's possession, so he has to go suck off Israel in every public appearance. But yeah, so it's we don't really know.
He actually has the same voice as the 14-year-old that he had sex with on camera somehow.
Yeah.
He had sex with a 14-year-old boy whose voice was cracking.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna suck your 14-year-old penis now. Okay, RFK. Sounds good.
Yeah, he sounds like Marge Simpson's sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he talks like.